Yes, friends, welcome to the video lecture of Purpose of the View Layer Part 3. Here we are going to discuss about the guideline for designing fonts and colors. So, guideline for using colors. For all objects in a window, use colors to add a visual appeal to the form. Use colors to add a visual appeal to the form. Text must be readable at all the times. The black is a standard color for the text. Associated meaning to the colors of your user interface. Associate the meaning to the colors of your interface. For example, use blue for all unedited fields, green to indicate the fields that will be updated dynamically, red to indicate the error condition. Ensure that the color consistency from the screen to screen, and make sure that you should know what these various colors indicate. You should know what these various colors indicate. Use identical or similar colors to indicate the letter information. Use identical or similar colors to indicate the letter information. For example, saving account field might appear in one color. For an object background, use a contrasting but complementary color. Make sure that the background color contrasts with the date color. Background color contrasts with the date color so that user can easily read the data in the field. Use bright colors to call attention to the certain elements on the screen. Use the color consistent with each window among all window applications. For window applications, use the color consistently with each window and among all window applications. For example, color for push button should be same throughout. Don't use too many colors. It will visually distract the application and make less interesting. Allow the user to modify the color configuration of the application. Allow the user to modify the color configuration of the application. So that's all about the guideline for using a colors. So we will review this once again. For all the objects on a window, use the colors to add the visual appeal to the form. Text must be readable at all the times. The common color is a black color is a standard color. Associate the meaning of the color of your interface. So associate the meaning of the color of your interface. For example, use blue for all uneditable fields should be in a blue, green to indicate a field that will update dynamically, red to indicate the errors. It will be used standardly across all the pages of the interface, all the windows of the interface. Ensure that color consistency from the screen to screen. Ensure the color consistency from screen to screen. Make sure that user know what these various colors indicate. Use identical or similar color to indicate the letter information. Use identical or similar color to indicate the letter information. For example, saving account field might appear in one color. Object background. For object background, use a contrasting but complementary color. For object background, you have to use a contrasting and complementary color. Make sure that the background color contrasts with the date color so that the user can easily read the data in the field. Use bright colors to call attention to certain elements on the screen. Use color consistency within each window and among all the window application. For example, the color of the push button should be the same throughout. Don't use too many colors. It will visually distract the application and make less interesting. Allow the user to modify the color configuration of the application. Next, we are going to discuss about the guideline for using the fonts. So how to use the font? What kind of font we can use? What is the size of the font? So these are all the discussions. Most commercial applications use 12-point system for the font menus, 10-point system for dialog boxes. The most preferable font is Times New Roman. Use commonly installed fonts, not a specialized fonts. Use a commonly installed font, not a specialized fonts. The user might not have their machines. So better that you will use the commonly available fonts. Okay, some fonts are specialized fonts. For example, if you take some local languages or regional languages, we are specialized fonts. So don't designers use the specialized fonts, because if you design the window using specialized fonts, the user also need to install it. Okay, user don't have that. That's why the user will have a difficulty in accessing the user interface. So the Times New Roman is a standard one. Use bold for a control. Use bold for control labels so that they will remain legible. The object is dimmed. Use fonts consistently within fonts consistently within each from and among the all each form and among the all the forms of the applications. Using too many font style sizes and colors can be visually distracting and should be avoided. To emphasize the text, increase the font size related to the uh, other words on the form, or use a contrasting color. So these are all guideline for using a fonts. The fonts standard size is 12 for the menus, 10 for the font of the dialog boxes. The standard font is Times New Roman is the standard font. Use commonly installed fonts, not specialized fonts. Is very difficult for the user. Use bold for control labels. Use fonts consistently with each form and among all the form in the application. Using too many font style sizes colors can be visually distracting and should be avoided. To emphasize the text, increase the font size related to other words on the form, or use a contrasting color. Okay, that's it for the purpose of the view layer part 3, and thanks for watching the video.